Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Gotta get that bag.
I need my coins. I got my totem. I cop some TIKI. Thought I told him. Oh, you don't know TIKI. We bout to show him. Don't touch my TIKI. Oh, I'm a totem. Yeah, it's TIKI gang. Yeah, it's TIKI gang. Baby, don't touch the guap. I'm about to make it rain. Open up the swap and join the TIKI gang. We climbing up the chart. Oh yeah, they know the name. I'm smoking on TIKI clouds. Too high, I can't come down. The crypto got in me. Don't let me follow crowds. You think the moon ain't here? Better calm that down. TIKI told him it's a token. Keep it rolling, that shit potent. Get that dip and earn that BNB. Sharks ain't got no leniency. Stack that up, that's currency. I'll check you where you wanna be. High, then I wanna be. Scams, they some wannabes. Bitch, I hit connect. TIKI tokens, what I wanna see. Yeah, watch me ball it out the way. Top that 10K every day. Man, what else I gotta say? I don't do this shit for play. Yeah, my combo gotta stay. I'm with Kiki, she look Kiki, and she dancing in the rain. I need my coins. I got my totem. I cop some TIKI. I thought I told him. Oh, you don't know TIKI. We bout to show him. Don't touch my TIKI. Oh, I'm a totem. Yeah, it's TIKI gang. Yeah, it's TIKI gang. Baby, don't touch the guap. I'm about to make it rain. Open up the swap and join the TIKI gang. We climbing up the chart. Oh yeah, they know the name.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Gotta get that bag.
I need my coins. I got my totem. I cop some TIKI. Thought I told him. Oh, you don't know TIKI. We bout to show him. Don't touch my TIKI. Oh, I'm a totem. Yeah, it's TIKI gang. Yeah, it's TIKI gang. Baby, don't touch the guap. I'm about to make it rain. Open up the swap and join the TIKI gang. We climbing up the chart. Oh yeah, they know the name. I'm smoking on TIKI clouds. Too high, I can't come down. The crypto got in me. Don't let me follow crowds. You think the moon ain't here? Better calm that down. TIKI told him it's a token. Keep it rolling, that shit potent. Get that dip and earn that BNB. Sharks ain't got no leniency. Stack that up, that's currency. I'll check you where you wanna be. High, then I wanna be. Scams, they some wannabes. Bitch, I hit connect. TIKI tokens, what I wanna see. Yeah, watch me ball it out the way. Top that 10K every day. Man, what else I gotta say? I don't do this shit for play. Yeah, my combo gotta stay. I'm with Kiki, she look Kiki, and she dancing in the rain. I need my coins. I got my totem. I cop some TIKI. I thought I told him. Oh, you don't know TIKI. We bout to show him. Don't touch my TIKI. Oh, I'm a totem. Yeah, it's TIKI gang. Yeah, it's TIKI gang. Baby, don't touch the guap. I'm about to make it rain. Open up the swap and join the TIKI gang. We climbing up the chart. Oh yeah, they know the name.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Better get that bag.
I need my coins. I got my totem. I cop some TIKI. Thought I told 'em. Oh, you don't know TIKI. We bout to show 'em. Don't touch my TIKI. Oh, I'ma throw 'em. Yeah, it's TIKI gang. Yeah, it's TIKI gang. Baby, don't touch the guap. I'm about to make it rain. Open up the swap and join the TIKI gang. We climbing up the chart. Oh yeah, they know the name. I'm smoking on TIKI clouds. Too high, I can't come down. The crypto got in me. Don't let me follow crowds. You think the moon ain't here? Better calm that down. TIKI told him it's a token. Keep it rolling, that shit potent. Get that dip and earn that B&B. Sharks ain't got no leniency. Stack that up, that's currency. We'll take you where you wanna be. High, then I wanna be. Scams, they some wannabes. Bitch, I hit connect. TIKI tokens, what I wanna see. Yeah, watch me ball it out the way. Cop that 10K every day. Man, what else I gotta say? I don't do this shit for play. Yeah, my combo gotta stay. I'm with Kiki, she look Kiki, and she dancing in the rain. I need my coins. I got my totem. I cop some TIKI. I thought I told 'em. Oh, you don't know TIKI. We bout to show 'em. Don't touch my TIKI. Oh, I'ma throw 'em. Yeah, it's TIKI gang. Yeah, it's TIKI gang. Baby, don't touch the guap. I'm about to make it rain. Open up the swap and join the TIKI gang. We climbing up the chart. Oh yeah, they know the name.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Better get that bag.
I need my coins. I got my totem. I cop some TIKI. Thought I told 'em. Oh, you don't know TIKI. We bout to show 'em. Don't touch my TIKI. Oh, I'ma throw 'em. Yeah, it's TIKI gang. Yeah, it's TIKI gang. Baby, don't touch the guap. I'm about to make it rain. Open up the swap and join the TIKI gang. We climbing up the chart. Oh yeah, they know the name. I'm smoking on TIKI clouds. Too high, I can't come down. The crypto got in me. Don't let me follow crowds. You think the moon ain't here? Better calm that down. TIKI told him it's a token. Keep it rolling, that shit potent. Get that dip and earn that B&B. Sharks ain't got no leniency. Stack that up, that's currency. We'll take you where you wanna be. High, then I wanna be. Scams, they some wannabes. Bitch, I hit connect. TIKI tokens, what I wanna see. Yeah, watch me ball it out the way. Cop that 10K every day. Man, what else I gotta say? I don't do this shit for play. Yeah, my combo gotta stay. I'm with Kiki, she look Kiki, and she dancing in the rain. I need my coins. I got my totem. I cop some TIKI. I thought I told 'em. Oh, you don't know TIKI. We bout to show 'em. Don't touch my TIKI. Oh, I'ma throw 'em. Yeah, it's TIKI gang. Yeah, it's TIKI gang. Baby, don't touch the guap. I'm about to make it rain. Open up the swap and join the TIKI gang. We climbing up the chart. Oh yeah, they know the name.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Better get that bag.
I need my coins. I got my totem. I cop some TIKI. Thought I told him. Oh, you don't know TIKI. We bout to show him. Won't touch my TIKI. Oh, I'ma throw them. Yeah, it's TIKI gang. Yeah, it's TIKI gang. Baby, don't touch the guap. I'm about to make it rain. Open up the swap and join the TIKI gang. We climbing up the chart. Oh yeah, they know the name. We smoking on TIKI clouds. Too high, I can't come down. The crypto got in me. Don't let me follow crowds. You think the moon ain't here? Better calm that down. TIKI told him it's a token. Keep it rolling, that shit potent. Get that dip it, earn that BNB. Charts ain't got no leniency. Stack that up, that's currency. I'll take you where you wanna be. High, then I wanna be. Scams, they some wannabes. Bitch, I hit connect. TIKI tokens, what I wanna see. Yeah, watch me ball it out the way. Pop that 10K every day. Man, what else I gotta say? I don't do this shit for play. Yeah, my combo gotta stay. I'm with Kiki, she look Kiki, and she dancing in the rain. I need my coins. I got my totem. I cop some TIKI. I thought I told him. Oh, you don't know TIKI. We bout to show him. Won't touch my TIKI. Oh, I'ma throw them. Yeah, it's TIKI gang. Yeah, it's TIKI gang. Baby, don't touch the guap. I'm about to make it rain. Open up the swap and join the TIKI gang. We climbing up the chart. Oh yeah, they know the name.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Better get that bag.
I need my coins. I got my totem. I cop some TIKI. Thought I told him. Oh, you don't know TIKI. We bout to show him. Won't touch my TIKI. Oh, I'ma throw them. Yeah, it's TIKI gang. Yeah, it's TIKI gang. Baby, don't touch the guap. I'm about to make it rain. Open up the swap and join the TIKI gang. We climbing up the chart. Oh yeah, they know the name. We smoking on TIKI clouds. Too high, I can't come down. The crypto got in me. Don't let me follow crowds. You think the moon ain't here? Better calm that down. TIKI told him it's a token. Keep it rolling, that shit potent. Get that dip it, earn that BNB. Charts ain't got no leniency. Stack that up, that's currency. I'll take you where you wanna be. High, then I wanna be. Scams, they some wannabes. Bitch, I hit connect. TIKI tokens, what I wanna see. Yeah, watch me ball it out the way. Pop that 10K every day. Man, what else I gotta say? I don't do this shit for play. Yeah, my combo gotta stay. I'm with Kiki, she look Kiki, and she dancing in the rain. I need my coins. I got my totem. I cop some TIKI. I thought I told him. Oh, you don't know TIKI. We bout to show him. Won't touch my TIKI. Oh, I'ma throw them. Yeah, it's TIKI gang. Yeah, it's TIKI gang. Baby, don't touch the guap. I'm about to make it rain. Open up the swap and join the TIKI gang. We climbing up the chart. Oh yeah, they know the name.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Uh. Yeah. Better get that bag.
I need my coins. I got my totem. I cop some TIKI. Thought I told him. Oh, you don't know TIKI. We bout to show 'em. Don't touch my TIKI. Oh, I'm a totem. Yeah, it's TIKI gang. Yeah, it's TIKI gang. Baby, don't touch the guap. I'm about to make it rain. Open up the swap and join the TIKI gang. We climbing up the chart. Oh yeah, they know the name. I'm smoking on TIKI clouds. Too high, I can't come down. The crypto got in me.
Hello everyone, welcome to the TIKI Talk episode 25 AMA. I'm just going to make sure that everything's kind of up and running here, just make sure all the audio is coming through fine, but it looks like it's all working. I just don't want another situation again where there's nothing coming through in the recording, but it looks like it's all good for now. Yep, sweet. Alrighty. So, just starting off first, I'll just kind of go through some quick announcements before we jump into the main kind of announcements and information for today. If people aren't aware at the moment, we do have a running giveaway for some Tiki tokens and an NFT that we will mint fresh for the winner. So there is a chance that also that it will be a Genesis NFT key. So that's always a possibility. So that is a giveaway that's being run directly through Gleam. So there's a link directly. I just sent in the chat there if you were interested in checking that out. It's a really good chance that you could win. So definitely check it out. It's basically our participants will require that they purchase 10,000. 10,000 Tiki tokens after tax to have a valid entry. But there's options every day to re-enter and increase your chances of winning. But that's kind of like it's kind of incentivize that as well. And it's just kind of in preparation for the launch of the Tiki Bird game that you've all been keen to hear more about. And I do have some more announcements about that today as well. So yeah, without further ado, I'll jump right into the kind of core information for today. So starting off, regarding the current status of the Tiki Bird game, we do have some more unfortunate delays. We're probably expecting the delays to run up until mid February. This is due to some expected unavailability from one of the developers, who's just had to deal with some real life responsibilities at the moment before he can continue work. The contract developer, one of the other developers working alongside the game, has completed the final revision of the work, which is really amazing, and testing is pretty much been finalized for that, and we can say that's all working really well. Sorry, and this is basically going to be the blockchain integration part of the game that provides those awesome rewards that you've been hearing about. And we're really, really excited, and we can't wait to see that in action. But yeah, in light of the delay, it's actually quite of a positive thing. Overall, it actually allows us to get more banners and enter more marketing initiatives prior to the actual first initial release of the game. So it actually works out to be pretty good. So we just have more flexibility with this as well. And we do have some news regarding, I know a lot of people who've been waiting to hear about this, is the stake token support. And we unfortunately confirming today that the game itself will not be launching or supporting stake token support. And I'll go more in detail about this before everyone starts to panic. But due to some of the implications of the Bank Edge contract, it's not feasible for us to interact with their staking contract with the way permissions are currently set up. So with in light of this news, we're actually planning on allowing tokens to be withdrawn from the Tiki token staking vault, which is located on the Bank Edge platform. So we'll basically be removing time locks once the game or prior to the game's launch, so we can allow people to actually utilize their full earning potential uh, while actually playing the game. And this is actually quite some good news, because basically it will allow people to unstake and play the game and earn the max amount of rewards they can with their current holdings, including what they hold and what they were staking. So yeah, we'll probably do a usual migration situation where we'll just open up the time lock and you're allowed to unstake from there. I believe with the new contract, it won't be a situation where it's a small fee. We should be able to remove the complete fee for unstaking, but we'll release more information on this in the coming days as we come to finalize this decision. So, as you can probably expect with this news, that once we do open the vault and we do remove the fees, this will basically render the vault dysfunctional, as once you remove the fees, it basically breaks the reward system. And by this, it basically would mean that the vault is over, which is kind of what we've been planning for. And as a result of this news, we're actually planning to bring staking directly within our ecosystem. And this choice wasn't made lightly. This has been something that's been pressed on by our community, and our you guys have been pressing that you're not very particular happy with the way things have been running on the vault, and you'd want to see things better. And we've been able to see this opportunity to kind of recreate the vault in our own vision and our own ecosystem, and empower it the way we want. Um, and yeah, so what's going on? So this is basically going to bring like a new era on for Tiki token itself into a new line of utility. And with the release of our own staking pool, this will bring on a new round of services that we're looking to provide in terms of farms as a service for different projects taking on. But we'll have more information regarding this in the coming weeks as well, what we plan to do on this. So in terms of what our staking vault is, you've probably seen the word floating around, regarding the new referral program. There was a word on there, Tiki Stash. You might have seen. You're wondering, what is this? And this in fact will be our new staking farm or new staking pool that we will be launching in place of the Bank Doge platform once tokens have been unlocked from there. And just to clarify, you don't need to do anything at the moment. Nothing's changed in terms of the Bank Doge vault. It's still running and still functional. But this is once our contract goes live for our Tiki Stash. We'll give them more information then. But basically, the Tiki Stash is an initiative developed by a team, which will be the new powerhouse for staking Tiki tokens, with a whole other extra round of benefits to holders and people that want to stake their tokens on there. So just to kind of give you a kind of brief summary of what you can expect from the Tiki Stash is it's basically jam-packed with features, and it makes staking tokens very rewarding and stress-free. And here's what you can expect. So overall, we want one of the issues that we saw with our current staking vault is the inconsistency with the rewards. So we basically wanted to ensure that there was a consistent Tiki token APY, which is also backed by a huge part of our supply and also sustained by entry and exit fees. So we'll be offering an initial reserve, a bigger part of the supply to the reserve for this, and actually defining a consistent stream of reward distributions over the course of time, which will be dynamically sustained by the entry and exit fees. So you won't have the situation where we have extremely volatile APYs, as you've probably seen on the current vault, which is nothing wrong because the rewards are instantly distributed, but it can create some inconsistencies with the calculation. So through this, we would like to see that this is solved. In addition to also staking your tokens, there will be an additional reserve, which will work alongside the base reward reserve, which is basically rewarding you in Tiki tokens. And this reserve is going to be called the Tiki Booster Reserve, which will be a continuously rising allocation of Tiki tokens, which is increased by the entry and exit fee, a percentage of that. These percentages aren't exactly confirmed yet, but when this reserve increases, it basically ultimately increases the amount of BNB rewards that are earned while your tokens are staked in the vault. So as this extra rising floor of Tiki tokens rises, or this extra booster reserve, the amount of BNB that the whole vault earns increases dynamically as well, the more the tokens are staked and unstaked. So meaning the longer you do stake in there, the higher BNB rewards you can kind of see as your Tiki token rewards climb and as the booster reserve climbs up. So this actually creates a really future-proof system that ensures rewards are scaling upwards in terms of our base BNB redistribution protocol, as well as you'll be on top of that, you'll also be receiving normal Tiki token rewards as well. Um, and on top of that as well, and there's another feature that we envision for the Tiki Stash is that you'll be able to claim your BNB rewards directly from the vault as normal. So this would be just like a small fee for claiming like usual. Um, or instead of claiming a BNB, you can actually directly reinvest your BNB rewards in the vault back into Tiki at a reduced buy tax. So instead of claiming your BNB, you can actually opt in to manually reinvest your current BNB rewards directly back into the staking pool with a reduced buy tax, which is really to incentivize people to kind of grow their bags and improve their standing in the vault. And also, if you are intending on acquiring more Tiki tokens with the BNB rewards, you'll be able to do so while staking at a reduced cost, which is really awesome. Um, on top of that, will have a flexibility in this staking, the Tiki Stash, to allow users or stakeholders to either manually claim their Tiki token rewards, or they can simply compound their Tiki tokens. And what I mean by this is you'll basically have the option to select whether you want to be claiming your Tiki token dividends that you earn while staking the pool. So you can actually claim them directly to your wallet if you please, or you can auto compound them, which is kind of the style that we've kind of seen in the current Banker Doge vault. The auto compounding mode will be the default option, but if people do choose that they want to actually claim the dividends of the Tiki tokens, if they want to sell them for profit, for example, or they just want to hold them in their own wallet as they receive more dividends, that's completely optional. So we're giving people really open flexibility when it comes to this. As I've got a whole list of more features coming up, so I'm not done yet. On top of this as well, we'll also be relaunching a multi-reward claim system within the Tiki Stash. So this actually gives you flexibility to claim your BNB in a number of different tokens. So when you're claiming your BNB, you'll be able to select whether you want to claim your BNB in either BTC, BUSD, USD, SafeMoon, Doge, whatever we choose to have on there. And this is really awesome because if people do want to be claiming their dividends directly in, say, for example, stablecoin, they'll have the option to do so via the Tiki Stash while staking their tokens. And it's ultimately incentivized as we do have all these extra tokens on there, plus the booster reserve, which is an extra allocation that we're providing that will continue to grow as the vault is alive, and it will be alive forever once it is released. And this will continue to grow upwards, and BNB rewards, your share will basically be increased from this booster reserve. And being able to actually claim those rewards in any other token that we do choose to have listed on there is just an amazing amount of flexibility to have. And this kind of ties into our integrations to have a multi-reward system. And on top of this as well, we do plan to have no locking times. We did see from the community feedback that this is one big stress point with our current vault on Banker Doge. We saw people that didn't like really having to choose a time to lock the tokens, as they didn't like feeling pressed in that they had to abide by a given time, and if they didn't abide by it, they had to basically fork out a large amount of their holding. So we will have a fixed entry and exit fee in our Tiki Stash vault once it's launched to keep things consistent. And these fees are going to basically be support. As I stated, these fees will be going directly back into the ecosystem, the Tiki Stash reward system, and we won't be taking any of these cuts of the fees. It all goes back to the stakeholders, which is another bonus. That means more rewards for you and more sustainability. So this is one great thing that we can see from shifting from our current partnership with Bangladesh directly within to our own ecosystem. And if since the Tiki staking vault isn't directly within our own ecosystem, it means we can add so much more integrations that, as you've probably seen with our current referral system, that we've planned, and we don't have an official release date for this. There's actually potential to gain extra rewards from gaining ranks in the referral program, from gaining more actual shares and rewards while staking in the Tiki Stash, as well as gaining a percentage of your referrals rewards in the Tiki Stash. So it's really amazing. If you want to go check out those benefits as well, do check it out. I'll write the link in the main chat here. Let's see if I got that right. Yeah, so you can check out some of the benefits you can expect from our referral program in line with the release of the Tiki Stash. And on top of this as well, this is still in early days. I myself have begun development on the initial contract code, and I've got a base set up. Obviously, nothing is 100% finalized yet, and there's a lot more work that needs to be done. But we do have our plan, and we're looking straight forward to get this going as soon as possible. And we will make sure it is tested vigorously so it is safe for you. And we will put redundancies in place to ensure that when times come for migrations, and migrations are a natural thing that happens, that it is a very seamless and easy process for everyone. And this is something that I'm personally will make sure that works really well with the initial contract. And in the case that migration is going to take place, it will be a super simple and easy super simple and easy process. We have seen issues with our current vault where it has been a bit of an iffy process, and there's been a lot of communication issues, just from our behalf, and explaining how it happens. Nothing to do with Banker Doge at all. They've been very, very, very great partners, but this is more of an initiative we're doing to take forward to build up our ecosystem and grow it. And this is something that really works out well for us, especially when it comes in the future to integrating the Tiki Stash rewards into the actual pay to earn game as well. So this is something that the integration will be much easier when it is within our own ecosystem. So that kind of covers the base kind of overview of what to expect for the Tiki Stash system that you might have heard about. I know a couple people picked it up, and they called it out as a new staking platform. And I don't remember the names of the people that did, but definitely congratulations for picking that out. And I hope everyone likes the cool name of the Tiki Stash as well. But yeah, definitely this is going to be something we're working towards to releasing. Like I said, you don't have to do anything at the moment with the tokens that are staked on Bankdoge. Everything's safe, everything's still functional in there. But once we do come to the decision to open the vault prior to our game release, we will inform you how to go about that and how to get your tokens before the release of the pay to earn Tiki Bird game. And as I've stated before, if you might have missed it, there are some delays with the game, which is fine. We get to utilize the better market conditions that we're kind of seeing. The market has been going in an upward direction, so actually being able to launch in a better market condition is a lot more optimistic for everyone. There'll be much better vibes, and also we'll be able to utilize a lot more of the features that we're planning on to integrate as well. So I wouldn't take this as bad news. I would take this as a really big leap to kind of pushing our ecosystem forward and entering into a new era of Tiki token utility. As you might have missed as well, we are looking into offering a FAS service, like farms as a services as well. So as we kind of integrate our own staking platform and integrate it in a way that is well, the Tiki Stash, for example, once we do work up the contract, make it an awesome working product, we will be able to offer it as a product. When we offer it as a product to different projects and valuable projects that we'll take on, we'll be able to ultimately boost the amount of income, boost the amount of rewards that are going back into our ecosystem through these partnerships that we take on. So it's really, really positive news going forward, and kind of going into a new era of Tiki token utility, and increasing our actual whole offering within the Tiki Dash itself. So it's really, really awesome. So that kind of that will wrap up the updates for today's AMA. One more thing as well regarding our sex listing. The discussions are still in progress as well. So everything is still going all good in that department as well. We can't get divulge too much information about it yet, but we do plan to make an announcement the coming weeks and months regarding the actual release of that and the information of which exchange it is. So definitely keep your eyes and ears peeled for that. But yeah, that kind of wraps up the updates. And we do appreciate everyone's really, really good patience during these delays. And as you know, I've told you before, all our awesome mod teams around to help you out with anything that you need. If you have any concerns you need to address, we're there to help you. So do make sure to reach out if you do have any questions. Yep. So that kind of wraps up, as I said, wraps up the updates for today's uh, AMA. We'll go to the question segment. If anyone has any questions at all, I see there's a question in the main chat which I'll answer. But yeah, do feel free to raise your hand in the main Telegram chat. And I'll just answer this question. I think there's a question from Ted Talks Crypto. So, as we have the option to claim rewards, basically any token we want, are you planning to use this opportunity for a new source of income? Let's say let's say the same token wants to include their token as an option for reward. Do they need to pay something or hold on to some TIKI? This is definitely something that we could explore as we do take on more partnerships. And as I said, we probably are thinking about entering into a new um, farms as a service era for our project. And we do look to promote, we could look to promote those projects as offering as a potential option to claim as a reward. But we wouldn't want to pollute this too much with hundreds of different tokens. We want to keep this kind of streamlined to a lot of the kind of base tokens. As you kind of go into those different projects that have different fee systems, it can get a bit confusing for the contract to intercept. As the contract is now, I'll be able to manually add different token support after the contract's even been deployed. But yes, it is definitely a possibility that we can add a number of different tokens. But you won't be able to claim any token you want. We will basically choose which tokens we believe are optimal and offer what is needed. We don't want to be adding hundreds and thousands of different tokens because it will end up being redundant. So we just want to stick to the tokens that are probably most suited to everyone, such as BNB, of course, as you know, that's what you get at the moment. BTC, BUSD, USD, Doge, like all the kind of popular and potentially safe mint as well. But yeah, so it is definitely an option for us to look for kind of as a source of income to promote different projects as well. Does anyone else have any other questions for today? Do feel free to ask him about anything as well. It doesn't necessarily have to be regarding any of the announcements today. It can be anything you like. If any concerns, just feel free to raise your hand in the main chat, or you can just also enter your questions in text. So the game release is in February now. We do expect it to be in February now due to some of the delays, but we'll keep you posted on this. Like I said, don't. It is a bit of unfortunate news, but we should be able to take it as kind of positive. We'll be able to push more initiatives to make sure the game launch is that much more successful. And actually, considering the market is kind of entering a better position now, seems like there's a lot more positive vibes and a lot more buy pressure. As you've kind of seen the markets kind of pushed a lot up today, it actually might be a lot more beneficial for us to launch in a more bullish market. So we're hoping that even come February, mid-February, if the market's in a really good position, and we do a lot more marketing pushes, it will be a lot better for us and everyone in our community as well. So yes, we do expect it to be um, in February. Will TIKI Stash begin with the pay-to-earn game? No, it will not begin with the pay-to-earn game. The TIKI Stash itself is still in its early stages. So if we do decide to allow people to unstake with the Banky Doge platform, we will remain without a staking platform temporarily until this is launched. But this is something that is ongoing in development by myself as well and some of the other people on the team. And we do make sure that we'll keep you posted on this. But since the pay to earn reward contract is really flexible and upgradable, once we do come to the release of the Tiki Stash, you'll be able to directly integrate that into the rewards contract as well. So we'll be able to have the stake token support within our own ecosystem directly inside the reward contract, meaning that you'll be able to benefit from the best of both worlds, from holding your tokens and staking your tokens. So any other questions for today? Do feel free to ask me about anything. And if you coming in a bit late here, that's no problem at all. The there will be a VOD recorded on YouTube as always. So I'll post. We'll be posting a link for that anyway when we do post our summary of today's AMA. But yeah, if you have any questions at all, do feel free to ask. Before we wrap up the AMA, we'll probably be wrapping it up after the last question. So Stefan says, "I miss the Tiki Stash. Please tell me more." So I won't go over the whole summary again. It might take a bit more time, but I'll kind of give you a brief summary of what it is. It's basically going to be a direct replacement for our current staking platform on the Bangladesh platform. Once we do perform a full migration from there, as we did have some implications regarding the stake token support in our P2 play to earn game, Tiki Bird. So with this as well, we'll post a summary, but in short, it's basically a really awesome, optimized, super powerful, rewarding Tiki token staking vault. I guess that's kind of a way to summarize it, but I'll post a full summary in here which goes over some of the features that you can expect inside the Tiki Stash, Stephen, and you can take a look at that. But if you have any questions after that, do feel free to ask any of our moderators about it. But I won't go into the whole explanation because it might take a bit more time if I go into it again. But I'll chuck the full summary after the stream is concluded with the VOD as well. So yeah. So any other final questions for today? No problem, Hanky. So Wayne says, thank you for the info. Future sounds exciting. The AMA sounded like the entire ecosystem use case, rewards, auto reinvest, and P2 exciting. Yeah, it is really cool. And having all those extra features, including as well, you might have missed the multi-reward system within our own staking vault, create a lot more flexibility and different utility for everyone. So yeah, it's going to be really cool, especially as we enter a new era of our whole utility in like funds as a service, providing to different projects as we kind of build our own staking contract up. It's going to be really cool, and it's something that benefits everyone in our community, not just us. So Fakan says, do you think to burn your token for price? No, as our supply is quite small already, we don't plan on operating in a deflationary form. Our token supply is static, since it already is small, but no, we do not plan on burning any tokens at this time. So I'll probably I'll wrap up the AMA for now. I'll be happy to answer any questions in the text chat after the AMA. But I do thank you everyone for taking the time out of your day to stop by today. But yep, I will be posting an announcement with the complete summary and a link to the VOD, so you can look over the AMA again if you'd like. But yep, like I said, thanks everyone for your patience and support. It's really appreciated. We can't do everything we do. We can't do without you guys. So to keep that in mind, we'll be releasing more updates in the coming weeks as well. So definitely stay tuned for that, especially regarding the play to earn Tiki Bird game and the release date once we come more close to the release. But yeah. Thanks again, everyone. I'll see you later. Hope everyone has an amazing day, amazing night, wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you all in the next Tiki Talk. So take care.